Hey guys, welcome back to CoinLedger. I just want to get on here real fast, make a quick video, give you guys my stance on what kind of happened over the weekend in these markets. We're looking here, if you're not aware of what happened, right now, we look over the 7-day. Bitcoin recently did just drop, dramatically over the weekend from 70K all the way down to, almost 60K, about 62K right there. It was pretty incredible, actually, just seeing it. And again, pretty insane how low that it did get, just a matter within hours. Obviously, everyone, if you're not, again, also aware, there is, some political news or some, actions going on in the Middle East right now that could have maybe had an impact on these markets that people are, correlating it to, along with some other, obviously factors as well. So people are saying that the dump is kind of related to what's going on in the Middle East right now. Again, if you're not aware, you can Google it. I don't want to get into that too much on this video, but again, when we look at dips like this, like again, this aggressive 67K down to all the way down to almost 61, 62K provided us with a lot of good entry points here as well. I wasn't on my phone too much, trying to get out this last weekend, over this weekend, so I wasn't able to take part too much heavily, but I did, top up some positions, because again, when we look across the gaming markets, which again is one of the sectors I think is primed to be pumping next, in the crypto markets, and one that I'm very bullish on. If you're familiar with this channel, you would know that. Again, here we look over the 7-day, everything. And everything across all the sectors, all the whole market. Everything here is down in the tens of percents. Almost everything. Wilder World, kind of held up really strong up against that dip. We look at all the charts, all of them just dropped. Just dropped immediately given what happened over the weekend, and the price action of Bitcoin. The whole market kind of reflected that. But these are aggressive dips here. Obviously these are super aggressive. 24%, 30%, 40%. Over the 7 days. Some things that I think were kind of some good entry points. We'll start from the top and kind of go work down. I'll give you guys some of my opinions here. Again, just giving you some quick, brief points here as well. Again, if we go to one of my watch lists here, I'll show you guys kind of what I'm looking at as well. We saw here's Mavia kind of jump down, to about $80 million in market cap. So if you're, if you're looking for an entry point here as Mavia, that could have been it. And even right now, down over 40, around 40% on the 7-day for not a whole lot of reason. The game is high quality, it's fun, it's on mobile. They have the Ruby Marketplace coming out here soon in May, and again, it just took such a dive from those market from the recent market conditions. We were trading around $5.50. It got all the way down to $2.50. Almost a 50% cut just given what happened over the weekend. So if you're looking for an entry point, I think here's Mavia was one that did provide us a great entry point if you were looking for one. Cetify also, Vulcan Forge, again, the list is not too different if you guys are familiar with my channel. Gaming, we're seeing that, kind of just fluctuate as it's more of a newer launch. Games for a living kind of held up pretty all right. Shrapnel, I think, again, Shrapnel, I still think is going to be one of the biggest games in, Avalanche gaming and crypto gaming as a whole. And I think that it's going to, at these evaluations, I think is super undervalued currently. So again, if you're looking for an entry point on Shrapnel, another great, example here that, it went from, about 25 cents underneath 20 cents, but we haven't seen since it first launched and since the FUD that it had in the beginning. So I know, again, another great entry point. And the whole point of this video is to let you guys know, I'm not getting scared out of my positions, and I don't think you should either. If you have positions in some of your favorite projects, I think that the best thing you can do right now is just hold. Again, you're here sometimes in crypto, but it's true. If you have positions right now before the full-on bull market, before the halving, you've done the hardest part, or the easiest part. The hardest part is just holding it, doing nothing for 6 to 12 months, having this conviction, or having that high conviction in your positions. And again, another one here I just want to bring up was GameSwift. Again, it's criminally undervalued right now. Again, about 25% down over the 7-day, over the 1 month, almost 40% down. And again, for not a whole lot of reasons. I'm obviously very bullish on GameSwift, but again, the point of this market here is, or the point of this video is to let you guys know I'm still very bullish on crypto gaming. Obviously I think gaming is going to be one of the hottest sectors this bull market. So I'm very excited there. And I think if you were scared, this last weekend, if you sold, please don't have done that. Or if you topped up on some of your bags and DCA'd some of your favorite positions, let me know in the comments below what you guys are looking at. And again, I just want to give you guys a quick update just because, again, we haven't seen a big correction like this in this market. For the last year now, we haven't really seen about 30% correction really. When you really zoom out, at the end of 2023, obviously we started getting a little bit more traction. And then we haven't really seen this big correction that I think was overdue and kind of needed. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of people get shaken out of their positions. Obviously, we look at the halving here. The halving's in about less than 5 days from now. So, obviously, one of the biggest events in crypto history is coming up. So, again, I can't stress it. If you have positions, just hang on. And if you don't have positions in your favorite projects, now would be a good time to maybe evaluate your portfolio, maybe restructure it, get your portfolio figured out, because I think once the halving happens and a couple months after that, we're going to start seeing this market kind of, turn around a little bit. I wouldn't expect an immediate pump at the halving, but I think we're going to see, again, it's the months following the halving that I would be a little bit more bullish on than the immediate halving event. But again, it's, I would say that in the gaming market, and probably the market as a whole, but I just focus a little bit more on the gaming market sector side of things in crypto. As you guys, again, know, I think that, it's really, hard to say that there is a bad buy in these markets right now. And again, we're going to see where this week goes, as along with, real world events. We'll see, how this gets affected, what goes on. Are these markets going to keep on going down? Are they going to stay up? We'll see. Only time will tell. But again, it is weird that a lot of people have correlated this with the 2020 dump as well. If you remember what happened in the beginning of 2020, the pandemic there, again, if we see here right around their time, it dropped from about 9,000 all the way down to, I think, around 3,000, 3 to 5,000. So, almost 4 years exactly to the day, almost. We have this pre-halving dump, which, again, a lot of people were factoring was going to be coming. So I'm not too shocked by it. But again, just remember that have a long-term mindset and a long-term scope. Realize where we're going. Again, when you zoom out, just realize how early we still are in this cycle. You could argue that, we are around, 2020, right there around the previous halving. And you can see here, around May of 2020, nothing really happened and went crazy until about a year after that. So that's why I say don't expect anything immediate, this week after the halving. I would expect it to be maybe 6 months or 12 months afterwards when we start seeing that real insane altcoin season. And even further than that is what a lot of people are calling for. But again, nobody knows. But again, don't think that you've missed the boat just because of what's happening or that you should be selling. I'm very, again, convinced that we haven't seen anything in this market yet, what has to offer, that we're still extremely early, and we're, on pace, really. So that's my take here. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Again, I just want to get on here, give you guys my quick opinions, letting you know, I don't think this weekend events has anything really to be worried about. If you're still bullish on crypto, if you've made it here throughout the whole bear market with us, let me know in the comments below. I try to read all your guys' comments. And if you guys are interested in what I'm doing in these markets, I do have my Patreon below, or I have my free Discord down. Also, you can join. We can talk a little bit more in there as well. And let me know, guys, if you guys got value out of this video, or if you agree with anything I said. If you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.